Does Rappa need her signature light cone? To find out, we're going to hop into battle with no light cone and see if we can still zero cycle it. But before we get into the battle, what are we missing out from not having her signature equipped? Well, right off the bat, the high base stats are going to help her survivability. However, the high base attack, not necessarily so much because break doesn't scale off attack. However, one of her traces, if you go up to 3200 attack, you are going to be able to get a little bit extra break vulnerability, which is nice. However, if you really think about it, it's not all that much, 8%. And then if we look at the actual abilities that we gain from the light cone, 60 break effect is nice. However, if you also compare that to the 4-star light cone, that's only a 4% increase, not all that much. The second part, gaining 30 energy when you enter battle, is nice. However, you're not going to gain it every wave, it's only at the beginning, and in a lot of circumstances, you actually want to hold your Rappa ultimate for when the enemies are almost completely broken so you can deal maximum damage, and I've found that a lot of times I'm actually wasting energy. However, this stage with the Exo toughness does make it so you can actually trigger the talent of Rappa to gain your energy a little bit more than usual, which means that maybe this will be more valuable in the future. However, the third part, after 2 basic attacks, getting a 50% action advance, even though that sounds really, really nice, in practice, it doesn't change all that much because the 4-star alternative is going to be giving you speed, which makes it so if you pair a couple of Dance 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 triggers, you can actually still get your third attack, which is very, very helpful in dealing your maximum damage and hopefully zero cycling. So anyways, we're going to get right into the battle right now. As you can see here, we have no Rappa equipped, and for the rest of the team, we've got 4-star light cones, as well as everybody is E0. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, join the Discord, and let's see light coneless Rappa in action. Okay, here we are, where we left off. Now, once we get this ultimate here on Ranmei, we're actually not going to trigger it until her next turn, just to try to extend the duration as much as possible. Now, the S5 Dance 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 we've got on the Trailblazer is going to be extremely important this fight, and you're going to see that especially in the second wave. So, the first Dance 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 is coming here. Hopefully we can get that energy back up to max. I will say, it is actually a little bit of a cheat here, because if that hits Rappa, it's an instant under 40% health for the bunnies to trigger from Linksha. So that is actually kind of interesting. You can cheat a couple of extra bunnies by, not having a light cone on your character. Wow. Anyway, there is the Ranmei ultimate. Now we're buffed, and we can go ahead and hopefully get this skill back here on Trailblazer. We will, because it is an energy regeneration rope, which is wonderful. And now here with Rappa, we're going to go ahead and basic before, just so we can get one more skill point, and then only one enhanced basic is going to be enough to wipe this wave. So let's see what we have. 409 break effect with unequipped light cone. 1, 2, and a bang. 1,000,000 damage is crazy. Now, right off the bat, at the beginning of the wave, we're going to go ahead and trigger the ultimate from Linksha, just to take down their toughness as much as humanly possible. The messenger set on Ranmei is actually keeping her in front of Rappa, which is fine this time around, because the buff will not disappear after her next turn, which is why we held it. And here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and use the Dance 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 on the Trailblazer. Get our second advance. The Exo Toughness paired with Energy Regeneration Rope is a completely broken thing this MOC round with the Trailblazer, because the energy you gain is just ridiculous. It's double, essentially. Now here we go. Who are you going to imprison? Ugh, that's very, very rough. She is our main source of toughness damage, so that is quite sad to see. However, we've got the ultimate back on Rappa. She is not in the cycle, however, so go ahead and use this, and that messenger speed buff is going to put her into range, which is wonderful. Because we started this wave with the ultimate from Trailblazer, this is actually going to be the third ultimate of the round, or the wave, which is even crazier. And now here we go. Linksha was completely useless, except for one trigger of bunnies this wave. So pretty much only Rappa and one turn of Trailblazer. Let's see if it's enough. 2 enhanced basics, 50% weakness break reduction, or toughness reduction on that main enemy, 646, and I think we've got it. Now that was pretty crazy if you ask me, although given the choir and also the MOC buff is extremely beneficial to Rappa, so realistically, once this stage and cycle passes, this won't be as possible. However, I found that if Lingsha is in her environment, or Rappa, not Lingsha, she really, really performs amazingly. So when your verse is imaginary, it doesn't even matter if there's a lot of mobs. It really doesn't matter. As long as your verse is imaginary, unbelievable the amount of damage you can deal with Rappa. And this is with no light cone. You know, toss a 4-star light cone onto her, and the results will be even better. Not to mention the survivability aspect, the speed you can gain from the 4-star. It's a pretty good time to be, or have, Rappa, I suppose. Yeah. Once Rappa comes out, I'm going to pull her. I'm definitely going to pull her. Maybe even E1, actually. Who knows? Yeah, this 4-star Lingsha light cone here, that Gallagher light cone. It's not bad, actually. But yeah, energy regen on both the Trailblazer and Lingsha, so the damage could go higher. However, I do like my ultimates to be the way that they are. But that was the video. Light coneless Rappa. Very, very fun. Very, very interesting. Almost reminds me of the Boot Hill run I did not too long ago, where he didn't have a light cone, although that was versus Aventurine, which I think is a much, much more fun boss than the Choir. However, I guess, you know, 3 out of 4 MOC cycles with the Choir will probably have the next 6 out of 9. You know, who really knows? It depends. But thanks for watching. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, join the Discord, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.